In the 1950s and 1960s, the Cold War is at its peak. The US and the Soviet Union are locked in the greatest nuclear conflict the world has ever seen.
The US is determined to build military facilities within striking distance of its greatest enemy, the USSR. And what better place than Greenland? A vast, sparsely populated wasteland halfway between New York and Moscow.
So they create Camp Century, the world's first military base buried under the ice cap. But there's a more sinister, secret agenda behind it. The government plans to build facilities to hide nuclear weapons under the ice, too. The power is supplied to the base camp by a new portable nuclear reactor, the world's first, the PM-2A, made especially for the base, which enables it to be truly self-sufficient. After 16 months of construction, the camp is up and running in October 1960. 200 Army engineers and scientists move into the camp, where they maintain the structure, study the surrounding ice, and make themselves at home 2 stories under ice. Now that the Army has settled into Camp Century, they are one step closer to building a massive, top-secret facility to hold and launch nuclear missiles at the USSR. There's one big problem. Just over a year into the experiment at Camp Century, Army scientists start to notice a troubling trend. Ice moves a lot. Although the Greenland ice cap appears, on its surface, to be hard and immobile, snow and ice are viscoelastic materials, meaning they're only partially solid, and they slowly deform over time. The ice sheet migrates outwards, towards the sea. Scientists are surprised by how quickly the ice moves. By the summer of 1962, just 2 years after construction, the ceiling of the room housing the nuclear reactor within Camp Century has dropped and has to be lifted 5 feet. Snowblowers have to remove 120 tons of snow and ice around the tunnel walls every month.
History is filled with dramatic moments that have been completely swept under the rug, or in the case of Project Iceworm, buried under ice.
In 1962, just 2 years after building their military test base, Camp Century, Army scientists realized the Greenland ice cap is too unstable, not only for a military test base, but for any top-secret plans to house nuclear weapons. By 1966, the camp is unlivable. The nuclear reactor has been removed and shipped home. The workers are reassigned, and Camp Century is closed.